I greet you all and welcome you back to the learning session. Today we are progressing with the subject strategic management. Today we're going to the 8th chapter, which is corporate strategy and diversification, which has 5 sub-chapters, namely 1, strategy directors, number 2, diversification and performance, number 3, vertical integration, number 4, value creation and corporate parent, number 5, portfolio matrices. Those are 5 subtopics. The first one is strategy directors. And before we get to analyze strategy directors, and in this lesson, by studying strategy directors, we define who these strategy directors are. Then we'll outline the responsibilities of strategy directors. But before then, it's important for us to first understand that corporate strategy is the overarching plan that a company uses to achieve its long-term goals. For a firm to achieve long-term goals, a firm may need to have a corporate strategy, which involves making decisions about which business to compete in, how to allocate resources, and how to create value for the shareholders. That is the meaning of a strategy. A strategy is a long-term plan. It is a roadmap upon which the company depends in order to achieve its long-term goals and create value for its shareholders. Then diversification, on the other hand, is a key component of corporate strategy, because candidates, we are studying the chapter corporate strategy and diversification, and the first subtopic is strategy directors. Before we study the strategy directors, I'm trying to analyze and help you understand the meaning of corporate strategy in light of the subject strategic management. So diversification is a key component of corporate strategy, and it refers to the process of expanding a company's operations into new markets or industries to diversify. For example, if manifested core activity is production of the books and the video lectures, the company may choose to expand such operations to include, say, investing in hotel business or insurance or in banking. If manifested core business is to produce books, but chooses to invest in other industries, then we say the company is diversifying. And the company can only do that if it wants to expand the operations into new markets or industries. And there are several reasons why companies choose to diversify. One such reason is to reduce risk. Another reason is to increase the growth potential of the company. A company may also diversify to create synergies. So those are 3 reasons why a company may choose to expand into new markets or into new industries. You understand, candidates? And to reduce risks means, or risk is reduced through diversification by the company operating in multiple businesses. Because by operating in multiple businesses, because you only operate in multiple businesses after diversifying, after expanding. So by operating in multiple or many businesses, companies can reduce their exposure to one market or industry. And if one business is struggling, the others can help offset the losses. So that's what we mean by reducing risk. Another reason for a company's expansion would be to increase growth potential, because diversification can open up new opportunities for growth and expansion. And by entering new markets, companies can tap into new customer bases and also increase their revenue potential. That's the second reason. Then we may have creating synergies. Diversification can create synergies between a company, for example, that manufactures cars and chooses to sell the cars at the same time. You understand? Diversification can create synergies between different businesses, which can lead to cost savings and increased efficiency. I was giving an example of a manufacturing company. For example, a company that manufactures cars might diversify into the production of car parts, which could lead to lower costs for both businesses. So that's the meaning of corporate strategy and diversification. Now, in light of that meaning, we need to now move to our first subtopic, which is strategy directors, who may also be known as the directors of corporate strategy or chief strategy officers. These are the architects behind the corporate strategy that we've been describing. Strategy directors are the architects behind a company's long-term competitive position. And while the CEOs focus on the now and the face of the company, strategy directors focus on the next and the how. The CEO, the chief executive officers, will focus on the now and the face of the company, the now. But the strategy directors will focus on the next or the future and how. So these strategy directors are the high-level executives who play a very key role in shaping the future direction of a company. And they are responsible for formulating and executing corporate strategies that drive growth, profitability, and competitive advantage. So do you understand? Yes, so strategy directors are also known as directors of corporate strategy or chief strategy officers. And they are the ones behind the company's long-term, they are responsible for the company's long-term direction. In this lesson, apart from defining the strategy directors, we are going to analyze some of the responsibilities or roles. What are the responsibilities of strategy directors? Now, the first responsibility is strategic planning. Strategic planning. They develop long-term strategic plans aligned with the company's vision and mission, and this involves setting goals. It involves identifying key initiatives and also outlining the steps needed to achieve them. Strategic planning, long-term plans. That's the first responsibility. The second responsibility of strategy directors is market analysis. They do what we call market analysis. They conduct in-depth market research and competitive analysis to identify emerging trends, opportunities, and threats. And such information is crucial for making informed strategic decisions. Strategic decisions cannot be made without having to do serious market analysis, which is done by the strategy directors. That's the second responsibility. The third responsibility is in relation to financial modeling. Financial modeling. Financial modeling means that they evaluate the financial implications of strategic initiatives. They assess the initiative's potential return on investment and ensure they align with the company's financial goals. So these directors are to come up with strategic plans. They need to analyze, to come up with models, to analyze and check if implemented, how will the decisions, the long-term decisions, impact the company from the financial perspective. So they have to do financial modeling. So financial modeling is another responsibility that is carried out by strategy directors. 4 is implementation. They play a key role in implementation and execution of the corporate strategy. Execution. Implementation and execution. They oversee the implementation of strategic plans. They coordinate cross-functional teams, and they ensure initiatives are executed effectively. That is responsibility number 4. Responsibility number 5, we are candidates analyzing the responsibilities or roles of the strategy directors. Number 1, strategic planning. Number 2, market risk analysis. Number 3, financial modeling. Number 4, execution and implementation. 5, performance monitoring. They monitor the performance of strategic plans. They track the progress of strategic initiatives, monitoring key performance indicators, and making necessary adjustments to ensure that the plans stay on course. That is number 5. The 6th responsibility is risk management. Risk management. There is also number 7, and collaboration. Risk management means identifying and assessing potential risks that are associated with strategic decisions. They develop mitigation strategies to minimize the impact of the risks. On the other hand, last but not least, is communication and collaboration is another role that is played by the strategy directors. They effectively communicate the company's strategy to stakeholders, including employees, the management, the shareholders, the partners, and so on, so that they can also foster a collaborative environment to ensure that everyone is aligned with the strategic direction that company is taking. So these are 7 roles of strategy directors, and we described strategy directors as the directors who are the architects behind a company's long-term competitive position. They focus on what will happen next and how it will work out. These are high-level executives. Their role is number 1, strategic planning. Number 2, market analysis. Number 3, financial modeling. Number 4, execution and implementation. Number 5, performance monitoring. Number 6, risk management. Lastly, communication and collaboration. That's the end of today's lesson. The subject is strategic management. The chapter is corporate strategy and diversification. The lesson is strategy directors. In our next session, we are going to study diversification and performance. Stay tuned. Bye then. Bye-bye. Bye.